Praise God. Okay, so who cheats more, men or women? Everybody shouting men. Oh. Who cheats more, men or women? Okay. But last month we had the debates, and so far men are leading. So far. Praise God. But both men and women have the tendency to cheat. And like somebody said, men cheat more, women cheat better. Is it men cheat more, women cheat better? And even though we're making all this to be fun and all that, but the issue of faithfulness in a relationship is very important because it has multiple ripple effect. When people are not faithful, it has multiple ripple effect. So last month, we looked at some of the effects of infidelity or unfaithfulness. We said, number one, there's emotional torture. There's emotional torture. It actually affects the person being cheated on emotionally. Some people go into depression. Some people get, trauma. They get to the stage where they never can trust anybody again, so it affects them emotionally. I'm just recapping them quickly because we talked about it in detail last month. On that thing, there's social disgrace. When your spouse or partner is cheating on you, there's the shame part of it, the disgrace part of it, especially if it turns to a scandal. Number three, there's the risk of disease. All right? Diseases spread simply because people are having multiple sexual partners. All right? STD is not spiritually transmitted diseases. It is sexually transmitted diseases. So if people are not sleeping around, really we have no worry about diseases. But these diseases are spread because people are having multiple sexual partners. And we said last month that for every one person having sex outside of marriage, he is most likely having sex with at least 3 other people, at least. Sometimes it's more. And that's how it continues. That person too is sleeping with other 3 people and other 3 people, and it's going around. Number 4. You are contending with unknown enemies. When there is cheating involved, the person being cheated on is also contending with unknown enemies. The truth is that whenever somebody is cheating on somebody else, either his wife or his fiancé in a proper relationship, after a while, the person that they are cheating with will start to dream of taking the place of the person that is being cheated on. What do I mean? There's a way you will start dating a girl. She will start dreaming that one day you will leave your wife to marry her. Then she will start hating your wife, and because it will become an unknown enemy, hoping that one day something will happen. Number 5, we established that in most divorces, infidelity is involved. Infidelity increases the chance of divorce extremely. All right? So that's number 5. Number 6, it leads to abuse in marriage. Whenever there is infidelity, it is like an abuse of marriage. Number 7, it leads to loneliness. This one is very important. Most times when a husband is cheating on a wife or a wife is cheating on a husband, there is loneliness because the person being cheated on no longer gets the attention they need. So this is what's happening most times. As the man is no longer paying attention to the woman, for instance, the woman too now needs attention, and before you know it, somebody else will begin to fill that void. Maybe a colleague in the office, an ex, an old classmate. So before you know it, when she's dealing with loneliness, she too will start having an emotional affair or an affair. And before you know it, that's how it continues and continues and continues. So that small effect of that person cheating has had multiple effects. Number 8, infidelity is against God's plan. God's plan is that every man should have one woman and every woman should have one man. So infidelity breaks God's plan because everybody is now breaking the plan. And last on that topic, sexual immorality or infidelity limits your life. It puts a limit on who you can become and what you can achieve, whether you're male or female. And many people always ask me that, Pastor, you always talk about these things. How does sexual immorality affect people? That what of so-and-so musicians, so-and-so actors that have many girlfriends and they are still successful? Number 1, you are judging the story too early. Just because somebody is looking successful today doesn't mean they are successful in the long run. Secondly, you don't even know those people well enough to know if they are happy with that lifestyle. They are just portraying an image of happiness. How many of you watch Mike Tyson did an interview recently that we saw online? I don't know how many people saw it. Mike Tyson used to be world heavyweight champion of the world. He said those days he thought enjoying life was about sleeping with 100 women. But today he knows that he was just wasting his life then. You see, after that time, people thought he was successful. They thought he was getting away with immorality. But he himself is sharing his own testimony after many years that he was wasting away that time. So the people you are calling successful that are having children everywhere now, they too, they are not so happy with that lifestyle. It limits you. Ask Samson. Samson's ministry was ended. SIM. That should have had permanent site and camp along the Ibadan Expressway now. It ended in the lap of Delilah. You know SIM? Samson International Ministry. It ended because of Delilah. Because Samson will not stay, disciplined. So many other stories. Let's move on. So today we're talking about how to know if he will cheat on you. As we said earlier on, the general belief is that men cheat more than women. Am I correct? To be honest, that's the general belief. Even me, that's what I tend to believe. Even me, over my years of experience. I know women cheat a lot now, but I still think men are leading. I still think so. Maybe the reason is because, like they said, women cheat better. Women are better at cheating. In other words, women can be cheating and nobody would know. It's different from when men are cheating. The men are very lousy about cheating. You can easily know when a man is cheating. The first principle is that he will hide his phone. Once he's hiding his phone and passwording his password, there's no need to even investigate further. He's already a suspect, and you understand. But women are totally, skillful when they are cheating. You will be the one with their phone, and you'll be replying the chat of the person. And you will know it's a boy you're talking to. So women are like that. If a man is cheating, you can tell his attention at home will reduce. He will not give his wife attention anymore. If a woman is cheating, her family life is still going fine. She's still loving her husband well, loving her kids, doing well at work, doing well in church. You won't know. Yes. If a man is cheating, he will stop coming to church. He won't be serious in the house of God. You will know. You'll just be saying, why are you in church? You're making excuses. He won't want to come to church again. He won't want to be at work. He'll be clumsy. At home, he will not pay attention to his wife. You can know if a woman is cheating here for you. She's still HOD of her department. She's still secretary in church, whatever she's doing, very faithful. She's still working well in the office, and she's still loving her husband and children well, and she's still maintaining that relationship. Everybody's happy. So it's true. It seems it's true that men cheat more, but women cheat better. It seems it's true. Now, and have you ever thought of something? If we really say that men cheat more, which, like I said, that's my own suspicion also, that men cheat more. But has it ever occurred to you that all the time men are cheating, they are cheating with a woman? Has it ever occurred to you? That yes, so we know men cheat a lot. But every time a man is cheating, there is a willing, participating woman. So we can't really say men are cheating more because they're cheating with somebody. So there's always a woman at the time, contributing to this cheating. There's always a woman. And now you can say, but the woman is cheating with is not married. It's the same thing. If a single lady that is not married is consciously dating a married man or dating another man that has a proper relationship, then she has something wrong with her psyche. That means she too doesn't respect marriage. She's already a cheater because she doesn't value and honor the institution of marriage. Something is already wrong with her psyche. In her mind, she's thinking when I marry my own, I will not cheat. My sister, you're already inside. If you can look at another person's marriage and be a party to breaking it, being a party to dishonoring it, there's no way you're going to honor your own marriage.